Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to CF Monterrey versus CF Cruz Azul in the first leg of the semifinals of the 2024 Liga MX Clausura Liguilla. CF Monterrey contra CF Cruz Azul en la partida ida de las semifinales de la Liguilla de la Liga MX Clausura. There we go. It's played in Monterrey. They came first. They came first in the game, the order. They're playing home Sundays in Cruz Azul. Come on now. You know how this works. Cruz Azul will win it all, knock out TFC and CONCACAF next year. We'll see. I mean, the way Anselmi's playing, that's pretty good. How we doing? How we doing, Mile High? All around, I heard that Tony Khan has released Ricky Starks. It's terrible for the Pissant Company. He was one of the best wrestlers at AEW. He developed great promo skills and ring ability. I mean, good for WWE, I guess, that Ricky Starks got released. He's sort of like Damian Priest to me. I didn't get it at first. I mean, I get Damian Priest now. He's over with me now, but at first he wasn't. So that's sort of what Ricky Starks is to me, but maybe I'll get it. I don't know. $11 minutes to kick off, so that means 10:10 will be the kickoff. Cruz Azul wearing their away kits, Monterrey wearing their homes. All right. Well, good for him. I'm happy. No, he won't. He's actually been good. How are you doing, Alex? I mean, the way that Anselmi has this Cruz Azul team playing, I don't think he will. Alan Mozo, easy. Starting 11s are as follows. For Monterrey, in goal, we got Esteban Andrade, the back five. John Medina, Sebastian Vegas, Jesus Gallardo, who I don't think's actually in the back five, but Fatmob says yes. Victor Guzman, Gerardo Arteaga, Luis Romo, Maximiliano Mesa, Sergio Canales, Jorge Rodriguez, the midfielders, and Herman Berterame up top. Starting 11 for Cruz Azul. Kevin Meyer, the back three. Carlos Salcedo, Gonzalo Piovi, Rodrigo Huescas, the defensive midfield two. Carlos Rodriguez, Eric Lira, the attacking midfield three. Lorenzo Faravelli, Uriel Antuna, Alexi Gutierrez, and the front three, Angel Sepulveda and Carlos Rotondi. I'm glad that Portland got it done in the end. Mozo by far. So we agree. But there we go. First leg of this. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, because it has the right colors and it has a C. You know what I'm trying to see? C. And it's red and blue and white. And see, the hat also goes with it. So is it weird that Nashville moved on from Gary Smith? The fact that they won and then fired him, it's the second time that's happened to one of my teams in the past 6 or 8 months. Texas A&M loses to Mississippi State. Texas A&M beats Mississippi State, I should say. They still fire Jimbo the next day. Toronto loses to Nashville, and Nashville still fires Gary Smith. I don't get it. Yeah, it's on Univision proper. Pretty much. And they both just recently broke a curse. If 8 years ago was recently. For the Cubs, and then 2021 for Cruz Azul. Hey, it all works out. The colors, the fact they broke curses, we'll get him next year. Wait till next year. It all works. See, this is genius. See, wearing a Cubs gear for Cruz Azul is genius. See, he sees it. There we go. That would not happen. He may go to San Jose or San Diego. He ain't going to Nashville. But yeah, I mean, Danny Cruz or BJ Callahan, I could see it. Some great news about the date, although we didn't go on the date after all, she never rejected me or rejected the date. In fact, she texted me saying, hey, so I thought about it and I would rather wait to go on a date till I get to know you a little more. Just feel like if we talked a little more, then I would feel a little bit more comfortable. Either she's telling the truth completely or she found a way to soft reject you. I'm not sure which, but I hope she's telling the truth. I know, but since I don't have one, this is probably the next best thing. Hopefully they do. Good. Canucks regulation, Dodgers money line. Both teams score. Monterrey, Cruz Azul. What do you think? Dodgers winning, yes. Canucks in regulation. Hold on, let me see the score. No. Well, no, they could. It's not a bad bet. It's not the worst. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. No. They're not related at all. Kickoff in 5 minutes. Do you have a jersey of the team from a French 10th division? No. Now, not even Italy, but it'd be more like, really? Well, I guess you lose some all the time. Now, if it was Italy, on the other hand, that'd be way more possible. I'm not saying it would, but it would be way more possible. But France, no, I have no care about French football. Even their top leagues, especially their 10th division. Jesus. Sebi's Primo bet on America win. They drew 0-0. More like Sebi bet on him, but okay. That's how you know he's a degenerate bettor. He blames it on his cousin. I mean, I'm sure it is. I don't know how their streaming works. I don't know if it's streamed on a network. It's also streamed on VIX. I'm not sure because I don't have VIX. What I do know is this game's on Univision proper. I'm sure this game is being streamed on VIX, though, as well. I probably would be 90% sure. You got to have a horrible streaming app to be like, hey, you know what? We're not going to put a game that's on regular TV on an app. That'd be really stupid. West guys. At the Stadio BBVA, which means Cruz Azul is ahead on seeding. So if Cruz Azul draws over these next 2 games, they would go through to the final on seeding. As it stands, America and Cruz Azul would be in the final, even though there hasn't been a minute played in this tournament. I mean, sort of. I mean, at times, yes. No, I don't. Go Cruz Azul because a couple of our players come from Cruz Azul. I agree with that. I think everybody on Cruz Azul is really growing into their own out there. Because let's be honest, Anselmi's made them play like world beaters. This is the form that they've been on is amazing. Like, Anselmi might just be manager of the season in Mexico. Manager of the year. I mean, he's in the running. I mean, he probably is, especially if he wins the Clausura title. I mean, Anselmi's a freaking amazing manager. He just is. So how it turns out, though. First season for sure. Nashville coach candidates: Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, David Moyes, Thierry Henry, Mark Robbins, Michael Carrick, Miguel Herrera, Ian Evatt. Like, they're probably going to end up getting a guy like Mark Robbins or Michael Carrick. But I could see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer going to Nashville. I could totally see it. I could see it. He's doing too good. Too good. He's doing too good. Yeah, he's young. Really young. But he's too good. He's going to get poached. Just you hope it's a national team or you hope it's Europe. Not MLS or another Liga MX team. He's going to get poached, though. From somebody. I don't know who. But I mean, Anselmi made Carlos Salcedo into a good player again. That's all I need to say, that he's probably one of the best managers in CONCACAF. I'm going to focus on the Mexicans like Huescas, Antuna, Arteaga, and Guzman. I got it. What about El Titan, Carlos Salcedo? El Titan! Former Toronto FC man, El Titan, Carlos Salcedo. And somehow he's... Well, I'm surprised Hugo Perez and Javier Perez. Javier Perez took the director of the Atlanta Academy role. I mean, I'm sure if somebody came to him with a head coaching job in MLS, he might just move. But he just took that head of the Atlanta Academy role. So... But, I mean, a head coach role would still be an upgrade, so. I didn't say that. But Azul versus. Here we go. Did you just call Monterrey an Equipo Chico? What? I don't think I've ever heard that one before. That dude's holding his Monterrey rally towel upside down. It's not supposed to be a W. You're not supposed to fly the W. USL Championship up-and-comers, Landon Donovan. I can see Landon Donovan coaching Nashville. Danny Cruz, Mark Briggs, yeah. Esteban Andrada, Arteaga, Vegas, Guzman, Medina, Rodriguez, Romo, Gallardo, Canales, Mesa, Bertarame for Monterrey. Too bad things didn't work out with Juan Reynoso at Peru. He was hell of a coach. Surprised no one's picked him up, yet he could do some damage again in Liga MX or even MLS. Here's the thing, though. It sort of went to shit right at the end there with Cruz Azul, but I guess it always does if you're going to get sacked. But, you know. Yep. Charlie and Maxi captains, Maximiliano Mesa and Martin Anselmi's Cruz Azul, Meyer, Rotondi, Piovi, Lira, Salcedo, Huescas, Gutierrez, Rodriguez, Faravelli, Sepulveda, Antuna. So Fatmob got the formations hella wrong, but okay. Yeah, I can see that too. I agree with that. Like, how is the gap that big when it comes to USL if you just lost to Detroit on penalties as the defending Open Cup champions? Yeah, no, that's sour grapes. You're just mad you lost. I call Martin tennis racket legs. Can't control the ball for nothing. I might have to steal that one. That's hilarious. Tennis racket legs. That's hilarious. What, Danny Cruz from Louisville City? Oh, Bob Bradley, Bruce Arena, Ronnie Dalla, Robin Fraser, and Ezra Hendrickson, Giovanni Savarese, Velko Panovich, Wayne Rooney. All right, you're just saying anybody that Nashville could theoretically hire that aren't hired to an MLS team already. Reynoso's too much of a general. He gets players to eventually hate him over time, but those first couple seasons can really turn a team around. So he's the guy before the guy. Pretty much. Which I guess well, fair enough. Game's about to kick off here. I think he is too. I think he wants better than Nashville anyway. Wayne Rooney, why is Wayne Rooney considered a candidate? He was horrible at Birmingham City and terrible for DC. I think he's just saying everybody who doesn't have an MLS job right now. Like, you could think about USL Championship guys wanting to jump up and people who don't have a Liga MX or a MLS job. And we're off. 17 seconds in. Cleared away by Meyer. Playing forward is Cruz Azul. They're already attacking forward. Cruz Azul wearing the sky blue kits. Monterrey wearing their stripes. Can't believe Berterame's 25. He looks like he's in his 30s. Hey. Couldn't have told me he was in his 30s. He plays like he's in his mid-20s. He plays like he's at his peak. So, sometimes you look older than you, are, and sometimes you look younger than you are. Tuca Ferretti got him off Football Picante. I mean, I'd like to see Tuca manage again. I think he's just gotten horrible jobs since Tires. Like, I mean, Juarez was probably the stupidest thing he could have done. I think Tuca still has it, to be honest. Two minutes in, 0-0, 0-0. But then again, I like seeing Tuca troll Alvaro Morales. I love seeing Morales get trolled. They gave him Cruz Azul when they had sold their best players, Cabecita and Santi. Yeah, but then 6 months later, Anselmi comes in and has them on the precipice of a final. So, either Anselmi, again, is the manager of the year, or Tuca actually has lost it. So, I don't know how that's a defense. I mean, yeah, Anselmi brought some of these guys in, but Antuna was there, Salcedo was there. So, Anselmi started to bring in some of these guys, but pretty much. Yeah, I need to go to Burlington to see what they got. I've gone to Ross a couple of times. I know you can do that too. See what jerseys they have. The times I've went, they've had nothing. Maybe I don't go regularly enough. Three minutes in. I think of Burlington's still around here. Plays forward, that's out for a throw for Cruz Azul. But again, Anselmi's turned this team around. Cruz Azul were absolutely horrible during League's Cup at the start of the season last year. Juarez want Reynoso from Minnesota and the headache they'll get. I don't know why, but that feels like an absolute horrible idea. Like, Reynoso and Juarez. Emmanuel Reynoso and Juarez. Yeah, that just sounds like a horrible idea. Man's either going to go AWOL or get caught up in violence. Either or. At least in Minnesota, all he can do is go AWOL. 4th minute. Am I the only one who thinks the Cruz Azul kit is fire? No, I love their away kit. That's an amazing jersey. Their home kit's okay, but their away kit this year was perfect. 4th minute. That is probably one of the stupidest things. It's crazy. I mean, pretty cool, I guess. Means there's a big amount of people who want to go to the game. It was a great addition for Portland, but it was either or. I reloaded the page. When I need to do that, I can't just pull it down and reload the page. But when I don't need to, it happens. It's weird. Yeah. That one's on me. That's my mistake. I was looking at the comments. I'm reading the comments. Page pulls down and reloads. I'm like, the time I don't need to do that. Weird. Playing forward is Monterrey. Toss on Austin on some kind of winning streak. Good for them. At least they're doing better than they did last year. Cruz Azul playing forward. Cross in, cleared. Well, I mean, that's what a clash kit is for, is to wear against a team where your home kit would be indistinguishable. There's a reason why there's away kits. I mean, you'd still see a lot of the white on the Monterrey kit, though. But Cruz Azul's blue is pretty similar. Austin have turned it around. How we doing, KP? 7 minutes in, 0-0, 0-0. Esta noche y global. Happens to me in FIFA. Probably people cheating on freaking Ultimate Team, trying to make sure, you know. Canucks tat 2-2. Well, there you go. Cross in. Header. I will say it'd be very funny if Boston ended up pushing the Panther series to 7. I know, right? They beat the Dynamo twice. They beat the Galaxy. I wonder how long they keep stuff going for them. They go to the playoffs. I could see it. The way they're playing, they're probably one of the top 9 teams in the West. St. Louis, I'm not really sold on right now. Well, hey, at least for the San Jose Sharks, you know you suck. It doesn't hurt as bad to be a freaking Sharks fan. I'll give you that. You rooting for Cruz Azul? Yeah. Tonight, this tie, yeah. I picked them to win. I want them to win. I'm going to root for my pick. None personal. I have to root for my pick. Throw in for Monterrey. I think Cruz Azul's been the better team so far, slightly. Monterrey really hasn't had any chances besides the free corner. Like, Cruz Azul legitimately has had more of the ball. They've been the better team. Doesn't really surprise me. If they get a 0-0 draw coming out of Monterrey, that's a really good thing. Rumba Muthali is the interim head coach for Nashville. Antuna. Nine minutes into the football match. Header. Cross. Shot. Nope. Cleared. Whew. Ten minutes in. Over the top. Cross. Saved. That'll be cleared by Andrada. 10 minutes in. 0-0 0-0. America Chivas on Saturday. I'm watching Montreal Toronto, so I can't cover it, but we'll know. Sunday, I'll be live at 7 o'clock for the second leg of this tie. And then Thursday, Sunday should be the Liga MX final next week, so we'll be live for that as well. Romo's being so bad. What's new? What's new? You're acting like that's new. It's not. Free kick for Monterrey. Oh! Westcott should have been called up for Copa. Way better than Tronco Jorge Sanchez. I agree. I do agree. No, I didn't know that, actually. I still think Cruz Azul legit looks like the way better team so far. On the road, and they are running Monterrey's show. What do you think about the fall of Kevin Alvarez? Even Ore is better than him right now. It's sad, honestly. Like, almost a year ago, I'd say about, 9 months ago, Kevin Alvarez looked like the next big thing. And after Leagues Cup, or shortly after, he fell apart. So, yeah. Yep, the Women's Super League. May 18th, Chelsea trying to win the league in Emma Hayes' final game at Chelsea before she goes to the U.S. Women's National Team, yes. Hopefully Chelsea gets it done. Happy to see the Queens is showing up for the first ever Hudson River Derby, place where our stadium's going to be. Hoping Long Island, Staten Island, and even Brooklyn fans that don't get to come to Yankee Stadium games can support the team. I like that. Fidel Ambris and Huescas get off that U23 squad. They don't play for anything anymore. Fidel, Huescas are better than Romo and Sanchez. I agree. I don't understand why they're on the U23 squad right now. I don't. It makes no sense to me. None. It makes no sense to me because the U23 squad is not in the Olympics. Why are they playing friendlies that don't matter? Because, yeah, there's a U23 squad, U23 Convocado, that also got called up when the Copa squad got called up. And I'm like, why? Why? And I saw some players on that squad, I'm like, they could do well on the Copa squad if we're doing a generational change. And Huescas and Ambris were two of those that I was like, they're not called up, but you're doing a generational shift? Huh? Okay, sure. Of the players from Mexico that weren't called up, Huescas and Ambris are the ones I wanted the most. Game's a bit rough so far. Thoughts on the U.S. Olympic team playing a friendly against Japan at Children's Mercy Park? Well, that doesn't surprise me. They got to play a couple of friendlies before they go to the Olympics. I have no problem with that. The U.S. are in the Olympics. And maybe I'll cover it, depending on if I can, because Japan playing the USA Olympic teams. Yeah, why not? I don't know, to be honest. They probably still think like, oh, he's the guy who basically carried us to a bronze medal at the Olympics. Times have changed. 15th minute, 0-0, 0-0. Cross in. Cruz Azul, cross, save, Bandrada. Man, Cruz Azul probably are going to win this game. That's offside, goal kick. They are legit probably just going to win on the night as well. A lot of people try to discuss Romo is still 29. He's going to be 31 by 2026 and 35 by 2030. Like, how's that a generational change? Yeah. Ambris would be much better in that position. Either do it the whole way or don't do it. Crap or get off the pot is my point. Like, don't call it a generational change. You still have some of the. He's not even a leader. That's the thing for me. Is like, oh, but Romo, he's not even a leader. Like, why? Like, if he was a leader, like if he was like a Michael Bradley, when Michael Bradley at least had some ability left to play, I'd be like, okay, I can understand why he's there, even though I don't really want him there. And he's not a young player. He's still a very good leader. Like the 2019 U.S. men's national team, Michael Bradley was still there. I understood it. Romo's not a leader. He is not a leader or a good leader in my book. Even Raul's better than that Tronco Henry. I mean, right now, yeah. I mean, Raul Jimenez has actually been playing pretty well this year with Fulham. So, I mean, in comparison to Andrada's quality, I agree with that. Cross in. Shot over the bar. Shot over the bar by Sepulveda. Don't worry, our biggest wonder kid's going to save us at the World Cup, El Conejo Perez. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it was, I think the more interesting one was when the dog ran on the field against Alianza and Philly in the Champions League last year. Yeah, now that was funnier. But I saw that happen. I was live when that happened, so. Did I clip that for best of? I don't know. I don't remember. The leader is Rafa Marquez in 2018. You can get away with that. I agree with that. Rafa Marquez was a leader, and I thought he was still pretty good in 2018 in comparison to some players. I thought he still had something, but he was also besides the leadership. Timberwolves facing a Game 7. Isn't it if not the Avalanche, the Nuggets win Game 6, it's over? Because don't the Nuggets have 3-2 lead? Timberwolves have to win 2 in a row. Right? 18th minute. I know the Avalanche are down, but I don't think the Nuggets are. But they're both at a Game 6. Cross in, over the bar. Timberwolves won tonight. Oh, they forced a game. Oh, my bad. They forced a Game 7. My bad. I thought I read faced, not forced. I get it. Canales should have gone for a shot. Why pass it to Galatronco? I mean, Cruz Azul's got them falling apart. I mean, Cruz Azul's playing good. It shows you that Cruz Azul has the upper hand in this game, because if they're making dumb decisions to try to force something, that means that Cruz Azul's got the upper hand, and that's how it's looked the whole game. I mean, good for them. They're actually close to a conference final. I never thought I'd see it, so hey, they're doing pretty good. And Thibodeau's a good coach. He deserves the contract extension. But is what it is. Oh. You know what? She might just be genuine then. After reading all that, she might just be genuine then. I'm leaning more towards genuine. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards genuine at this point. Yep. I think you're fine. I could care less at this point. I thought that went in. Cross in. Shot. Drop back. Shot. Save past the post by Faravelli. Hey, that's good for y'all. But you know what? Yeah. Seems pretty wholesome to me. And genuine to me. 21st minute, 0-0. A little bit behind. But yeah, Cruz Azul's still been the way better team. This is I wouldn't say it's outright domination, because outright domination be they're already up 2, but without the goals, yeah, it's pretty much a domination. Pretty much dominating the game. They wish they could have a couple of goals, but they're pretty much dominating the game. You just hope you don't give one away if you're a Cruz Azul. That sucks. That sucks they call you pendejo. Well, do they really think you're stupid, or are they teasing you? There's a, like, how are they saying it? Like, it's like, ooh, pendejo. Or is it more like, hey, pendejo? Like, which one? Like, it depends. It depends. NFL schedules are out. Raiders are playing Chargers for first game in the Antonio Pierce, Jim Harbaugh era. I mean, if you want us a Champions League, MLS Cup, and Campeones Cup, I guess I couldn't hate Tony Khan anymore. I'd have to respect him. It is what it is. 23rd minute. Because Tony Khan is a pendejo. Playing forward is Cruz Azul. Tony Khan es la pendejo y la marca de dinero. Twenty-fourth minute. shot. Save by Andrada. Which in English, I think we have enough people here that knows. In English, that means Tony Khan is a dumbass and a money mark. Mexican in the Bundesliga next season. Let's go. Imagine Tony Khan leading a Liga MX team. I hope Toronto beats them. I hope it's one. I hope it's rot lost. Second of all, I hope Toronto beats them. Rangers are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because Televisa ain't going to sell America. Tony Khan with Mazatlan. Thoughts on Juve winning Coppa Italia? Juve merda. Juve merda. Allegri vaffanculo. 26-minute water break for both sides. Portales scored against Rangers. I saw. I was like, that's cool. Dude went from Atlante to Dundee, not Rangers. Dundee to scoring against Rangers. That is something, you know. I love it, you know. Went from Atlante to Dundee to scoring against Rangers. I mean, that's amazing. So that Thiago Motta is linked to the Juve job. I don't like it because the reason I don't like that is because it makes me have to watch Juventus because I love the tactics. Well, then again, Thiago Motta coaches Bologna, which means he coaches Joey Saputo's team. So either way, I have to watch a team I hate to see the great tactics of Thiago Motta because he's got great tactics as a manager. Like, I love the way his teams play the game. I hate Joey Saputo, obviously. And I hate Juve, obviously. I'd rather him win with Bologna than Juve, though. But for you who don't know, Joey Saputo owns Montreal and Bologna. CF Montreal and Bologna. Of course I hate Joey Saputo. I also hate his cheese company. I remember he was conflicted. Probably talked about this already, but are you down for Jesse Marsch taking the helm of the Canadian men's national team? I like it. I think it's a great hire. I think they got one of the best managers they could get. I think he was probably the best option. I think he'll do well with Canada. I think his system fits the team that they have. Yeah, it's a great hire in my book. I don't see it falling apart. That's just my opinion. Cruz Azul playing forward in the 28th minute. Plays down. If Cruz Azul only has a 0-0 at the half, I'd actually be really shocked. Like, they should be winning by the half the way this game's going. Oh. Plays forward. Header. That's out. I mean, Cruz Azul is the better team. Like, the way they're playing, I mean, this is exactly how I thought they'd play. I'm not shocked. But, well, I'm a little bit shocked that on the road in the first leg, they're taking the fight to Monterrey. Normally, especially if you were watching a football Americas, like they were talking about in the first leg, the away team barely does any attacking. Like they're very conservative on the ball and on their game plan. Yeah, you have not seen any of that from Cruz Azul. Like I thought at home. Like I thought, of course, at Estadio Azul, Cruz Azul would absolutely dominate the game. Shot, and that's going to go past the post for a corner. Monterrey's first big chance put past the post. But, again, should have gone for a shot earlier. Yeah, definitely could have got one earlier. Ese tronco. Ese tronco. Oh, it was Romo. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, I can see why he waited to take the shot off the hand of Meyer. Ese tronco. 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 Corner. Tiro de esquina de Monterrey. Cross. Canales. Canales. Cross. Ooh. Goal kick. I don't want this piece of crap in L tree. Oh my God, this has just become a hating session, especially on Luis Romo. I didn't say he didn't deserve it. Luis Tronco. This comment section has become a Luis Romo hating session. What did Kendrick Lamar do to make people just be haters? What did Kendrick Lamar do? Kendrick Lamar made sure people just got the smoke. Jimmy Lozano loves Luis Romo. And that'll be a drop ball. There's an injury on Monterrey. Romo must pay Jimmy Lozano to save him a spot. What blackmail does Romo have on Jimmy Lozano? I'm sure he has some blackmail on him. He has to at this point. 32nd minute. At least he's not a starter yet. Well, injuries can make him a starter, but Chiquito Chavez and Edson are. Not under Jimmy. 33rd minute. Plays forward. Cross in. This is Efrat, Las Mazatlan, Juarez, and Romo. Common interest community. Plays forward is Cruz Azul. Still Cruz Azul. Cross in. Another cross. Shot. Brought down. Still shot. Goal. 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 Gol de la máquina. Gol de Cruz Azul. 0-1. Gol de Piovi. Golazo. Golazo Gonzalo Piovi. 0-1. With the volley. With the one-timer Gonzalo Piovi. In the 34th minute, it is 0-1. 0-1. Romo again stands there like an NPC. Plays it back to Piovi. It was Rotondi, my bad. Rotondi. It was Rotondi who scored. Way deeper than I expected. Well, I thought I saw 33. It was Rotondi. Still 1-0, though. Carlos Rotondi goal. 0-1. VAR check, of course. Be funny if I wrote his name in. They VAR check on every goal. They found a way to cancel every goal. That ball stayed in. That ball was still in. That did not go out. That ball did not go out. It's still a goal, yes. It's still a goal. Still a goal. 0-1 esta noche. 0-1 on the night. Cruz Azul has the lead with 10 minutes to go in the half. But that ball stayed in. It was that when it was going out, or when it could have went out, but it stayed in. It was kept in. 36 minute. I would not complain to see a Cruz Azul Chivas final. That would be interesting. Over the top. You go. I don't know. Of course, Cruz Azul has the lead now. They also have the seeding tiebreaker. More for them. Well deserved for Cruz Azul. They've been the proactive team. They've been on the front foot. Like, this is awesome. Like, they're the away team, but they're like, screw it. We're going to play forward. We're going to attack on the first leg. We're not afraid to attack on the road. Like, I love the way they're playing. Like, they're not being conservative just because they're on the road in the first leg. They're trying to win this. They know the more they score, the better. All the Toronto games. I haven't made the full schedule yet, actually. But I'm at least going to try to do 2 a day, except for the Toronto days. That depends on what happens. And I won't be here. And of course, I won't be live on the 5th because I'll be at the Cardinals game on August 5th. So, but with the way the group stage might be going, that might just be an off day anyway. So, Tigres versus Miami. I'll definitely be live for all the Miami games as well, too, unless they're playing on the same day as Toronto. Again, I'll have to check on that. But if not, I will be live for all the Miami games, too, because it'd be stupid not to be. But I'll check. I've not gone to an XFL game yet this year. I'd love to go to the final because St. Louis very likely could be there, and it would be in their own stadium. It's going to be very hard for them to blow second place in their division. Then they would have to win the XFL Conference Championship to get to the UFL final. Because it brings views? Exactly. Like, Miami games bring views. Exactly. Messi Mania is a thing. Like, Leagues Cup legit. Like, Leagues Cup month, like the first month Messi was here, I was doing Miami game after Miami game, and damn, that month was hell. Even my other stuff did pretty well because of it. Like, July, August, September of last year was probably the best period on my channel. If not the best, one of the best. Let's put it like that. Bad header past the post. My January did a bit better this year because of those preseason games, though. My numbers in January would have been horrible if those preseason games weren't a thing. That preseason tour wasn't a thing. And I guess also the AFCON and Asian Cup games. February was a really good month, too. Probably 7 or 8 or 9. I could. Goals and assists, I mean, he legit could crack 10 together, like 10 points altogether. Goals and assists. He could easily do that. Now, the question is how many of them are goals? 41st minute. No Diddy. No Drizzy. No Diddy, no Drizzy. Come on. No Drizzy, no Diddy. 42nd minute. Second minute. I'm focusing on the game. I'm focusing on the game, so. Third minute. Still 1-0 Cruz Azul, rightfully the lead. Monterrey's really done nothing all night. And if they've had a chance, they've blown it. 43rd minute. Monterrey have been toothless. Just like they were against Columbus Crew. And just like if Tigres would have been half as good as they used to be, they would have been toothless there too. Thoughts on the Colorado Rapids moving the Messi game next season to Coors Field or Mile High? That wouldn't surprise me if they did it. 44th minute. Wouldn't surprise me if they did it. Oh, free kick. 44th minute. Chivas versus Wheelers. Who you got? Chivas. Chivas. They have to win, but Chivas. But the good news is any win puts them through. Well, obviously. Any Chivas win puts them through. But they have to win. Because the seeding tiebreaker's not on their hands, so they have to win. A draw or a loss would knock them out. But I think they can win. 45th minute. They probably would play Mile High anyway. Instead of Coors. 45th minute. "45 minutes. Oh. I mean, it sort of ran over him. Cruz Azul's going to win the Liguilla. 4 minutes of stoppage time. They're going to pull Estacaso. Yeah. I mean, America's been horrible. Well, I wouldn't say horrible recently for their standards, yes. They barely beat Pachuca. Chivas took the blueprint and they used it. I think they could do it. I heard someone say Jordi Cortizo is better than Piojo. You know, I could see the argument. I didn't say they're right, but I could see the argument. 46 minute. America also has inner problems. Yeah. I didn't say they had the same role either, but one's a better player than the other. But I get what you're saying. 46 minute. Rotondi. Oh. I mean, yeah, I think Cruz Azul is going to win this Liguilla. I mean, the way they've been playing, they're honestly the best team left. Monterrey, well, look at what's going on right now. America, they've not been good since they beat Toluca 5-0. Chivas, they're doing better, but do I think they could beat this Cruz Azul? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't honestly lean towards Chivas, no. Like, Cruz Azul legitimately is the best team left right now. Like, it's their Liguilla to lose. To be totally honest, it's theirs to lose. Cleared out, that'll be a corner. 48th minute. It's theirs to lose. I mean, going in, kind of had a feeling they were one of the closer favorites, but now, with halfway through the tournament, pretty much. It's not hard to say, but, you know, it is what it is. 48th minute. Saved. Cross in, shot. No, they tried to take the shot. They tried to put in a freaking dagger right before halftime. And it's halftime. Halftime. 0-1 esta noche. Y global. De Cruz Azul. 0-1 at the half, on the night, and on aggregate. 0-1 medio tiempo. Almost going to see the same thing that happened against Columbus. Not exactly. Predictions for Saturday: NYCFC 2, Red Bull 1 in front of 50,000 or 30,000 fans at Citi Field. I say NYCFC 3, Red Bulls 1. But we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. 45 minutes to go in this first leg. And if Cruz Azul scores another, this tie is pretty much over. Chivas America combined 11. Goalkeeper Malagon. The back four. I'm going to go Calderon. Caceres. Orozco. Mozo. Midfield, I'm going to go midfield. Gutierrez. Jonah. Dos Santos. Valdez. Front three. Piojo Alvarado. Quinones. And Henry. Well, that just shows you at least nobody stands out on Chivas' back center backs. I think Chivas' center backs are a what's the word? Weakness. America's aren't great, but Chivas' aren't either. Pachuca exposed America, never play force with force, sit back, and America will panic with possession. Their strength are counterattacks. Yeah, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats. Sit tight, be back. Back for the stats. The half. That would be crazy, but I mean, St. Louis tried to do it back in like the freaking 80s. The Arizona Cardinals were the St. Louis Cardinals at one time. The St. Louis Cardinals are also the baseball team. So, no, St. Louis tried to do it. I mean, the Blues were still around, but St. Louis tried to do it. Sort of. Yeah, that probably would be hell. I wasn't alive back then, but that'd probably be hell. So that's the half. 45% possession to 55% possession. 3 shots to 7. 1 shot on goal to 3. 180 accurate pass to 246. 80% pass accuracy to 88. 2 fouls to 4. 4 corners to 1. 3 shots to 7. 1 shot on goal to 3. 224 pass to 278. 80% pass accuracy to 88. Got 13 throws to 11. 0 offside to 1. 0 yellow cards to 0. 0 red cards to 0. It's 0-1 at the half. 0-1 esta noche. Igual. Cruz Azul is the better team by far. That's all I got to say. Is they're the better team. They are not the team that need to worry about their position in this tie. I don't see them losing at home, and I don't see them blowing this game. So, on the night, with the way they're playing, they're not afraid to put themselves on the front foot. They think they're the better team. They're not afraid to put their front foot forward to get the win. They believe that they can win. And they are. Simple as. Romo gave Cruz Azul the win. Yeah, he missed a chance that he should have scored. And he also basically let them score the goal. Yeah, he basically handed it to them, yes. But pretty much a draw on the night's also a win because let's be honest, if you're Cruz Azul, because they have the seeding tiebreaker. So, what's your prediction between Pachuca, Columbus Crew? I haven't made that prediction yet. I'm going to do that the day before the final. Just hold your horses for 2 weeks, and you'll know my prediction. Okay. I mean, my early prediction is I'm leaning towards Columbus. That's as much as I could say. I can't say more than that. Nashville beat Toronto FC on May 15th, 2024, and then end up firing their manager. Columbus really killed Monterrey's soul. They also killed Tigres' soul. I don't know if Pachuca's soul is killable, though. So, that could be interesting. Yeah, Cruz Azul's been way better tonight. They've just been way better tonight. Monterrey's not made their chances count either. They've had some chances, but they have not made them count. Chivas kill Monterrey still. How did Chivas kill Monterrey still? Tigres was already down bad before the Columbus game. That's true. Which is why Columbus had a chance. This is true. Better question is if Columbus can handle Pachuca's youth. This will make Club America lose. I think Columbus can. I think Wolff or Nancy can handle the tactics of Pachuca and their ethos. Like, their ethos is not going to scare Wilfred Nancy. At least I don't think so. Chivas beat Monterrey 2-0 before Columbus. I think Lots beat them 2-1. Oh, yeah, we're talking about league games, right? Yeah, because Monterrey was losing league games before they lost during a round when they were losing to Columbus. This is true. But I don't think losing a league game is, what's the word? Harmful to your soul. Like, that's not going to hurt you. Like, yeah, it'll hurt you maybe for a couple hours, maybe a day, depending on how embarrassing the result was. Champs Cup is what you really want. Copa America starts 20th of June, so just a bit over a month. Copa America starts in just over a month. I think Euros are about a month away. I think we're just about, we're 30 days out from the Euros, so they start a couple of days earlier, June 14th, I think. They started being Derby County since the Chivas game. Fair. Copa America starts the 20. Just saw it. 22nd of June. So a week after the Euros start. They end pretty close together, though. A lot closer. They end a lot closer together. Gonna be a fun summer. I agree. Okay. Second half about to start. June will be incredible. Copa America, Champions League final, Champs Cup final, Euros, Mexico against Brazil, Mexico against Uruguay. Also, France and Canada. France versus Canada. Canada versus the Netherlands. See the latest rumor of Leonardo Paredes coming to Club America. It's currently a rumor at the moment. Didn't see it. Or Leandro Paredes. I didn't see the rumor, no. Copa America commercial, speaking of. No, I'm glad we got Jesse Marsch. I said Canada versus Netherlands. I thought I said Canada versus Netherlands. I added the verses. Thought that featured Canada manager. Hell no. 20th of June is the Copa start. Okay. I'll be covering those two games. Yeah. Second half about to start. Cruz Azul versus Monterrey. Second half about to start. Monterrey to kick off the second half. Brendan Vasquez coming on for the half. Jordi Cortizo coming on for the half. They didn't start. Well, I think we all like the Netherlands. It's a cool country. Or at least like Joost Klein. Nobody knows Eurovision. Nobody gets the joke. Damn it. 45th minute. I want to see the friendly match between USA and Colombia. I want to see if US is really, truly what they're showing. As you should. Mention Kamal and Zach. Playing forward is Monterrey. You know what? Yeah, it makes me wonder, why is Brendan Vasquez on the bench? Like, why has he been on the bench for the past couple of elimination knockout games and then comes on after the half? That makes no sense to me. Cortizo better than Romo. I've seen enough. Benching your best player is a questionable decision. But of course Tano would do that idiot. Tano Ortiz es pendejo. Tano Ortiz es pendejo. Fair enough. Romo for Toronto FC. No, we got Davy Flores. We do not need Romo. We got Alonso Coelho. We don't need Romo. If Michael Bradley was still there, I'd take Romo over Bradley, though. That's the only person I'd take him over. Wide. That'll be a goal kick for Cruz Azul, 47th minute. Cortizo for Gallardo. Vasquez on for Berterame. Brendan Vasquez hasn't been himself for like a month. He's been off, but still start him and Berterame together. Yeah, exactly. Start them together. '48th minute. 3-2 Oilers Canucks still. Still 2-2, huh? 11:53 left in the game. I think it's going to overtime. The way that game's going, I think it's going to overtime. Playing forward. Cruz Azul, that's out. Player down. Wescas injured. Well, not injured, but he was down. Playing forward. Cruz Azul still attacking throughout this first half. Throwing for Monterrey. But still, why you wouldn't start Brendan Vasquez, even if he hasn't been himself for the past couple of months, makes no sense to me. You still start him up top. Maybe because you're subbing him, he isn't himself. Just a hunch. That's just a hunch. Just a hunch. '50th minute. Monterrey beat Cincinnati. Columbus beat Monterrey. And Cincinnati beat Columbus. Be a free kick for Monterrey. Do you think the Nets have learned their lesson about team building and roster building? We've had 2 failed super teams. Our in-city rivals looking like a lock to play Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, I would say they've learned their lesson. Why wouldn't they have? 51st minute, Canales free kick. How we doing, Connor? Cross in. If I'm doing my math correctly, Monterrey need 3 goals to make the final. 2. No, 2. It's not away goals in Liga MX. It's seeding. They only need 2. A 1-1 draw and a 0-1 win on the road would be enough. Or a 2-1 win and a 0-0 draw at Estadio Azul would be enough. They just need 2 goals. They need 1 more than Cruz Azul overall. Now, in CONCACAF, it would have been 3, yes. Cross in. But seeding, since Liga MX is weird, it's about the seeding of the teams. Cruz Azul is the higher seeded team, so if it's only 1-1 aggregate, if on the other way around it was a 1-0 away win for Monterrey, it was a 1-1 aggregate, Cruz Azul would still advance on the seeding of the fact that they're second in the whole league, the Clausura League General table. Double General. That's out for goal kick, 52nd minute. Now, in CONCACAF, it would be away goals, but over the first round 1 to the semifinals. Final tied after 90, extra time, and then penalties. This is a single-legged final. For your Leagues Cup, penalties straight after 90. Of course. 53rd minute. Canales. Playing forward. Monterrey starting to put some attack on. That's out for a corner. '54th minute. Still waiting for this half. '54th minute. Monterrey's starting to get a hold in this game. I don't like that. If I'm a Cruz Azul fan, I don't like that. They're starting to let Monterrey get a hold in this game. They still have to do more work, but it's out for a throw. 55th minute. They still have to do more work than Cruz Azul, but I don't know why. Like, they were just running down. They were just running them down in the first half. Second half, not so much. It's evened out, but Monterrey's definitely had the better start to the half. It's the Cortizo effect. I might just believe that. Romo was leading the midfield in the first half. They were getting ran all over. Cortizo's leading the midfield, and he's done a lot of good forward play. You might be right. You might be right. Tunnel Ortiz actually made a good substitution. I can't believe it. 56th minute. Maybe it is. Sadly enough, Cortizo can't be man of the match, even if Monterrey lose. That would make no sense. I'll give him a shout out, though. Horrible giveaway by Cruz Azul there. Lost the striker Enzo Capetti to Argentine top flat side Rosario Central. What a fall. Goes from Charlotte to Rosario Central. That is a fall. Like, I'd understand if it was Boca Juniors or River Plate, but Rosario Central? Huh. Okay. Leave MLS to go to Rosario Central. Okay. No MLS team thought they could sign him? Try and go and sign him? Like, we still need a striker, Toronto. I'm sure a guy like Enzo Capetti with Bernadeschi and Senior and the like would actually play a bit better. Maybe all he needed was a change of scenery. He did have good underlying numbers. I don't know. It's my opinion. Just goes to Rosario Central. Playing forward, 58th minute. Still going forward. Monterrey. Vasquez side netting again. Corner, 58th minute. Hope Isaiah's doing okay. From what I've heard from him, he's doing as good as he can be. But you might have heard different. But from what I've heard, what he said to me, he's doing as good as he can be. He's told me he's doing okay. So that's 59th minute. From what I've been told, he's doing okay. Not great, not bad, but okay. Cruz Azul playing forward. Saw Timberwolves blew out the Nuggets. Well, they did force a game 7. '60th minute. Over the top. Headed down by Andrada. They'll be out for a throw for Cruz Azul. 60th minute, halfway or past the hour mark, 30 minutes to the end of the match. Cruz Azul starting to attack a little bit here. First minute, 115 to 70. Jesus. NBA contending team should not, a finals contending team and the defending champion should not be losing by that much. Only scoring 70 points. Jesus. And then losing by that much? Wow. 61 minutes. Cross in, header. Oh, what a save by Andrada. Hits his hand. That was a lucky save. Andrada was right. Right there. What would happen if Toronto FC would find any players until the second transfer window starts in July? I have no idea who they're going for in July, but we need to go for a striker. I have no names, but I think they can hang until then. 63rd minute. Still 0-1, 0-1 esta noche global. Third minute. Supposedly Westcott is going to Europe and Cruz Azul are going to replace him with Jorge Sanchez. Oh, God. That is a freaking horrible. Okay. Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. No, I'm being absolutely sarcastic. That sounds horrible. That is an L for Cruz Azul. You could probably get a better player from freaking Argentina. Like, why is Anselmi going with Jorge Sanchez instead? I bet that's the Directivos being like, hey, that's a safe choice. Ay, dear God, dear God, dear God, dear God. I'd rather get, if I was him, I'd rather get freaking Julian Araujo. Monterrey going to make a double sub. Cruz Azul looking to make a sub as well. 65th minute. 65th minute. Cruz Azul starting to play better now. They've survived the onslaught from Monterrey in the first minutes of the half. They're starting to play a bit better now. This is closer to how they were playing in the first half. Over the past 5 to 7 minutes. Cortizo definitely added on a burst of energy, but so far Cruz Azul has survived the onslaught of that energy. 66 minute. Anselmi and Cruz Azul needs to find a pure 9, 24 Apertura because we're currently using Antuno at striker. Luis Romo's coming off. Good. Alfonso is on for Monterrey. Arturo Gonzalez on for Luis Romo. Maximiliano Mesa for Tecatito Corona. Tecatito Corona is on. Yeah, I can see it. 66 minute. Rivero, I think, is on for Cruz Azul. Ignacio Rivero is on for Cruz Azul. Yes. July 26, 2024 is the start of Leagues Cup. 2024. '67th minute. Corner. Ooh. That'd be a goal kick, actually. Goal kick for Cruz Azul. '68th minute. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Super chats are on. '68th minute. Him, no. Matt Hardy, yes. Matt Riddle, no. '69th minute. Well, I mean, he'll probably come back at some point, but not soon. He's a lot of trouble. Matt Riddle is a lot of trouble for a corporate company. Man legit has Peter Pan syndrome. Dude ain't grown up. 69th minute. Getting to the 70th. Yeah, I've seen that one coming. Yep. I mean, but in storyline, not a dumb decision. It's not like it's a total. It's not like it's a downgrade at all. "3-2 Canucks." Oh my word. 70th minute. ¿Por qué no los dos? Porque no los dos. 70th minute. Free kick for Cruz Azul. JT Miller scores for the Canucks. Doesn't surprise me. Free kick taken, shot saved by Andrada, but that went out for a corner. Pushed out for a corner, 71st minute. Rivero, if you just kept that a little bit higher, that goes in the back of the net. You just put it a little bit higher. He might have went the right way. He wouldn't have got there, though. Just a little bit higher. Keeps it in the air a little bit longer. Doesn't dip it too early. That goes in the back of the net. Cross in. Header by Sepulveda. Past the post. Goal kick. '72nd minute. That's going to be a water break. I don't blame you. Focus on your education, career, and health. I don't blame you at all. But I told you that back then. Water break, 72nd minute. I can see the final in Liga MX between Cruz Azul, Club America. I think Cruz Azul, Chivas. Both just beat him by inches. Yep, the Rotondi goal just beat Andrada by like inches. I would do a mile high. Rapids won yesterday. Good for y'all. Like, just this close from it still being 0-0 at this point. Cruz Azul versus Chivas, I agree. '74th minute. '74th minute. '75th minute. Vancouver Canucks win. Honestly, I'd love to see whoever comes out of the Edmonton-Vancouver series win the whole cup, but '75th minute. Monterrey shot blocked away. Why wouldn't I after what he did in Toronto? But again, even though I sort of realized they railroaded him anyway, The Rapids actually gave him a team who could play his style in a city where it's a shot blocked away. The altitude is lower, but if they're used to playing in that altitude, they're more likely to play better and play that way for longer. It honestly was a genius play. They had to build the team right, but it looks like they are. They gave him some good players. Toronto freaking railroaded Armas. They threw him in there, said, hey, make the playoffs with this aging roster in your Red Bull style. If you do, you get to stay. If you don't, we're getting rid of you because we want Bob Bradley anyway. What'd you say? Candido's on for Rotondi, the goal scorer. 76th minute. But, yeah. '76 minute played forward, headed away. Brendan Vasquez playing like Henry Martin right now. He actually, yeah, it was a bad miss, though. I think the Vancouver Oilers series will go 7. Yeah, I could see that. Edmonton has to win on Game 6, though. 77th minute. Getting closer to the last 10 minutes of this match. Jordi Cortizo. The more time Monterrey put on subs, the more they get energy. They pulled Romo off completely, and they look good again. Cruz Azul survived the first onslaught. Can they survive this second here? If they come out of here with a win, even if it is 1-0, the way they played in the first half should have been more. The way they played in the second half, I think Monterrey should have got one at this point. They didn't. Good for Cruz Azul's defense. But if Cruz Azul comes out of here with a win, they got to do something at Estadio Azul. At least get a goal. But, yeah, if they get one at home as well, yeah, they're pretty much through to the final. They've made it easier on themselves. I mean, at that point, if they win 1-0, the seeding basically works as an away goal. The seeding rule basically works as an away goal. Pretty much. Said Monterrey's just got to win outright. But, well, no, actually. No, because if Monterrey gets one, if this stays 1-0, if Monterrey gets one at home, or Cruz Azul gets one at home, Monterrey has to win by 2. They have to win 3-1 just to go through. So basically, the seeding rules become an away goal pretty much for all intents and purposes if shot blocked away, if Cruz Azul still wins this game 1-0. For all intents and purposes, throw in 79th minute. Looks like they might just get the VAR check for the penalty. Damn, 150 for a house show in White Plains. I don't see the foul. Oh, there might be a handball on the shot by Tecatito. Looks like they'll just give the throw in anyway. Throw in. 80th minute. Forgot to mention Cruz Azul's goalkeeper's being out by Brighton right now. They might make a move for him, but the price has to be right. His release clause at $20 million, I believe. From Liga MX to the Prem as a goalkeeper for Meyer. That would be cool, honestly. Our ref on Saturday is Jair Marufo. Oof. Oof, Maron. Portland's ref is Jair Marufo. That's horrible. Yeah, have fun. Oof, Maron. 82nd minute. '82nd minute. It's out for a throw. 82nd minute, Arteaga. 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go. TFC going to sign Girault. No. No, because we already have Tyrese Spicer, Richie Larea, Jaquil Marshall, Ruddy, Kobe Franklin. We don't need to sign him. We're fine. 83rd minute. Caller. Our commentators are Tyler Terrence and St. Albin. Yeah. Okay, that's not bad. They at least gave you a good not a good ref, a good commentating crew to offset the horrible ref. Crawls in. 83rd minute. That'll be a corner. '84th minute. Still a 1-0 lead for Cruz Azul. But Monterrey, for most parts of this half, have had an onslaught of offensive play. With all the players that they have, the fact it's still 1-0 Cruz Azul is wild. Like, you would think that Monterrey could at least get one. It's a big plotted on the Cruz Azul defense. They have not allowed anything. Haven't really had to have Meyer do anything either. 85th minute. Interesting is all I'm going to say. WNBA's Toronto expansion will help amplify culture of women's basketball in Canada. Your thoughts? I think so, yes. It'll do what the Raptors did for basketball in general in Canada. I think the WNBA coming to Toronto will help women's basketball hit that next level in Canada, yes. And I'm very excited to see how the Toronto WNBA team will do. It's going to be awesome, I think. It's going to be awesome, but I can't wait to see it start. Save by Meyer in the 85th minute, getting to the 86th. It's going to be awesome. Question is, will they play the ACC more or the where the 905 play, Paramount Fine Food Center in Salga? '86 minute. Yellow card for Rivero. Rivero gets a yellow card, the 87th free kick here. If it's a Medi covers Cruz Azul the final, they play both games at Azteca. I wouldn't think so because Cruz Azul's been playing this whole season at Estadio Azul. I don't think they'll play one more game or play one game in Azteca just to play both games in the Azteca. I think it would be more advantageous as of now for Cruz Azul to play their leg of the final where they've been playing all year at Estadio Azul. It would be more advantageous than actually have a true home game. Like, yeah, they've been playing at the Azteca for a while. Gamboa's on for Sepulveda. Huh, that's funny. 88th minute. Like, you would think, honestly, it'd be more advantageous for them to play at Estadio Azul, their actual home stadium, and not a stadium they share with Club America that Club America fans will easily take over anyway. It would be, if they're playing each other, I think it would be genius that they play their leg at the stadium they've been playing at. That's their stadium. Now, you could say it is pretty funny that when Esteli came to Mexico City in the preliminary round of the Champions Cup, they still played. America played at Estadio Azul. So you could make the same argument, but I think more people consider Estadio Azul Cruz Azul Stadium. Yeah, there will be an America contingent there, but it's going to be more Cruz Azul fans. Header. If they were to make the final against America now, if they make it against Chivas, it doesn't matter. A Clone Azul. If it's America, Chivas, or America Cruz Azul, it'll be Azteca. Hold on, let me make sense for this. I think, yeah, they were first. So it would be Azul Azteca, second leg. So it would end at the Azteca, but still. 89th minute. One minute plus stoppage time left in this game. Chivas play better away from Macron. I don't know why. Well, I mean, they still drew, so that means they're going to win the tie. At least they didn't let it get away from them like they did in the Champions Cup. 30 seconds for stoppage time, headed away. You know, it's funny, like the first half for Cruz Azul was an offensive masterclass. The second half was a defensive one. Like, seriously, Anselmi was just freaking absolutely just flexing on Tano. Seriously, if you want to look at it like that, he's legitimately just flexed on Tano, saying, I beat you defensively. I beat you offensively. One half was more offensive. The other was more defensive. I owned you at your own stadium. Like, that's exactly what this was. 90th minute. How much stoppage time? No foul. Minutes left in this game. Header. Top of the box. Cross. Headed away. 30 seconds past the 90th minute. Cross in. It's got to at least be like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm sure they are. Corner. Monterrey corner. 1 minute in, past stoppage. Saved by Meyer. Not seen any stoppage time number come up. Not seeing anything. Right at the goalie. Yep. 92nd minute. Right place, right time. Probably going to be 3 or 4 minutes at least. Let's not forget the water break. They had 4 minutes in the first half. 6 minutes. So we're 2 minutes through. 4 minutes to go. That sounds about right. Six plus. At least 6. Could be more. Won't be less. 4 minutes to go at the least to play in this game. It's out for a throw for Monterrey. Can Cruz Azul survive the onslaught for 4 more minutes? Throws in. Free kick. Ninety-third minute. It is a free kick, yes. Halfway through stoppage time. Shot. Oh! Whoa, my God! Off the post and out and cleared. Oh, my God! Monterrey damn near popped that goal, popped that ball into the net. Meyer with a touch to make sure it comes off the post and gets out to a player to where it's cleared far enough to where it's not a goal. Oh my God. 94th minute. Wow. Header down. Monterrey this close. Meyer got a lucky touch, but then you could say that Monterrey was the beneficiary of a lucky save from Andrada. So both teams have had a very lucky save that saved a sure goal from going into the net. Hold on. Meyer gets the touch. It hits the post. And then Salcedo clears it. Wow. Ooh. It goes through Meyer's hands. 2 minutes to go. Like he should have caught that. I mean, the fact that he let it through his hands. What happened to his hands? What happened to his hands? He saved a clear goal. I mean, it's a good thing he got a touch to it, because let's say he doesn't. That goes in. It probably goes off the post because it went through his hands. So, big brain, 4D chess, Korean StarCraft? No? I guess it has to be. I would say. What happened to his hands? He got lucky. 1 minute to go. They're going to regret that, Monterrey. They will regret that one, I bet. This game could have easily been 0-0. Playing forward is Cruz Azul. They're making a run. Can they get one against the run of play? It's out for a throw. Seconds to go. Arteaga gets yellow. Final kick of the game here. Oh, yeah, it is Friday. Okay. Free kick for Cruz Azul, and it's full time. They're going to call the game here. It is full time. 0-1 on the night and on aggregate. 0-1 esta noche y global para Cruz Azul. Cruz Azul leads going into the second leg at Estadio Azul. Luckily for them, that last second free kick does not turn into a goal. Monterrey might just regret that one as this tie gets closer and closer to the end. But Cruz Azul, first half, offensive masterclass. Second half, defensive masterclass. We'll see if that holds in the second leg. With that being said, if you like the stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification while subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this match. And there you go. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See you.